Most OnlyFans agencies fail in the first 6 months. So in this video I'm gonna tell you how to build a successful OnlyFans agency in 2025. But first, let's answer the question, why is an OnlyFans agency such a nice business model? I mean, first of all, you can work from everywhere. You can live wherever you want. You can live in Thailand, you can live in the US, you can live in Germany. Also, it's a cash flow business. It's not a business where you have to build up a software, then scale it, and then you don't make any money, and then you just make money when you sell it. No, you make money all the time. The money comes in and you don't have much costs. You have very high margins. I mean, what do you need to pay? You just have to pay the girl her percentage and your little Filipino workers who don't need much money because they are happy with $10 to $20 per day. That's why it's such a nice business. But you get asked the question a lot if it still makes sense to run an OnlyFans agency in 2025. Now, isn't it saturated? No, it's not. Already when I started 3 years ago, I think, people already said, yeah, OnlyFans, isn't it saturated? There are so much agencies joining now and everything gets harder and harder. But no, it's not saturated. It's just business. It gets harder and harder. You have to adapt yourself. Most of the people who say it's saturated, they just don't put in the work. They just say, yeah, I DM'd 20 girls and only 1 or 2 responded and I could cite them. Of course you couldn't, because 20 girls is literally nothing. I mean, I get so much question, is this saturated? Isn't the business saturated? But then if you ask me, yeah, what have you done? Yeah, I DM'd 20 girls. That's nothing. You have to do more than that. You have to DM 1,000 girls to get some girls. Maybe it was easier 3 or 4 years ago. Of course it was. But now it's still very lucrative. I live with it and I know a lot of people who make a ton of money out of this business. Men are getting lonelier and lonelier. The demand for intimacy and relationships get bigger and bigger. Everything gets online. You order your food online. You order your bed online. Most of you work online. And so also relationships will go online even more. So the demand for intimacy and connection will grow and it will all happen online. Most of you have problems getting models. I mean, it's not like there are a million agencies, but there are a million new models every fucking year. How much models can an agency take? 1 to, I think, maximum 50 models. Most of the agencies have just 1 to 3 models. They can't take the millions of models. So the market is still there. There are just a lot of girls who want to work with an agency because the average model just makes $250 per month. I mean, what do you want to do with $250? That's literally nothing. You can spend it on literally anything. How do you want to live off it? You can't pay your rent with it. Most girls just don't know what to do or don't have the time to do all the stuff. So they need you to help them out. And also well-managed models with a good agency earn easy 2 to 50 times more, not from the average model, from that what they earned before an agency, if they have a competent one. Because if they are already successful, they get even more successful because they have more time of doing this stuff which makes them successful and the agency takes everything what's in the background. That's the point. The business still works. Also a little side note, I don't believe in market saturation because let's say dropshipping is very saturated. Every 11-year-old is doing dropshipping. But still to this day, if you start a dropshipping store now, it's unlikely, but it's still possible that you can make very good money with it. So it shouldn't matter if it's saturated or not. And also, information and software are more accessible than ever. When I started out, there was literally no information. Getting information on the OnlyFans agency was very hard. You just had to try everything out. Then the first groups came and then you had some more information. But now you literally have all the information, how to get traffic, how to get girls. Also in this video, I will give you all the information you need to have to start a successful agency. So information is more available than ever and you know what you have to do. Also there is very much nice software which we haven't there back then. Also, for who is an OnlyFans agency for? First of all, if you have morals, this business is not for you. Doesn't matter what you tell yourself, this business is morally very wrong. You are exploiting lonely men and you are lying. So don't work in this business if you like morals. Also if you are a model, you are lying to all the fans and give them false hopes. Morally completely wrong. But if you like money, it might be not a problem. Also, if you want to work remotely and scale a business up, it's not hard to scale an OnlyFans agency up because work is very cheap and working remotely, I fucking love it. I won't work in any job or any company which you can't work remotely. I mean, or build a business where you have to stay on one point. I mean, I can move wherever I want as long as my business is legal, but also this you can avoid most of the times. Also, if you like building systems, OnlyFans is all about building systems and grabbing attention. That's the most 2 important things. If you know how to grab attention, you'll make a ton of money. And also build systems so you can automate it and work less. If that fits you, then the business might be something for you. The business is not for you if you want fast money without work, because you're gonna struggle. You're gonna lose money. Models will will leave you at the start because it's fucking hard. I mean, you don't have the skills, you have to learn it first. If you think you have to make money by next week, it's very unlikely that it will happen. It's possible. In my first, when I set my first model, in the first night I make like 400, 500. But I say it was very lucky. Still possible to make good money in your first month. Logically, if you're uncomfortable with adult content, you shouldn't work there. You work with a lot of adult content. If you have strong religious beliefs in it, that it's bad and your family will kick you out of the family, then maybe you should don't be in this business or just don't tell them. Also, if you don't like breaking hearts, it's also not a good business because you're gonna break a lot of hearts of this lonely man, because the main objective of OnlyFans is not selling nude pictures. The main objective is getting them to fall in love, so they're so deep in love with you that they spend their last money on you. It's fucking wrong, but that's the business. If you will be successful, you gotta do it. We thought strong moral objections, not for you. And if you are under 18. I get DM'd by a lot of 16, 15-year-olds. Yeah, I want to start my OnlyFans. What should I do? I say, don't start. You bring a lot of people in danger. Not danger, but you can bring a lot of problems for other people. I mean, your model can get a problem when she is sending nude porn content to buyers, and other people which you work with can also get problems. So you are a risk for all the other people you are working with. Wait until you are 18. Before that, do fucking drop shipping or social media marketing, shit like that. What services does an OnlyFans agency offer? We offer a complete service for all of our models, but you can also offer just one of these services. The main one is driving traffic. This is the most important one. Traffic is literally the hardest thing in this business. Everything else is way easier to do, but if you can get traffic, you will make a lot of money. It doesn't matter how bad your chatters are or how bad your content or monetization strategy is. If you get traffic, you make a ton of money if you get good traffic. What is traffic? Just getting subs to your page. People clicking on your website. That's traffic. Also, chatting is a service. I mean, someone has to talk to all the simps and lonely men. It won't be the model, so it can be you, or you arrange some chatter. Monetization is also an important service. You have to sell content, but you can't just sell content. You can also monetize OnlyFans otherwise. You can sell panties or sell merch, products, other stuff. And that's what you offer to your model. Also, you optimize her funnel so the conversion rates get higher. More people will come to the page, they look, yeah, you optimize your page, it will look better, more girly, more accessible, and then more people will convert to the page. Also, you advise your model on how she should produce content and manage her brand, how she will present herself in what colors, what kind of niches, does she do cosplay, does she wear pink stuff, is her room pink, all the stuff you just tell her what to do. So how do we start our agency? First of all, you will need a model. Without an OnlyFans model, you won't have an OnlyFans agency. Simple. Then you will choose one traffic source and master it. You will become very good at it. You go very deep in one traffic source and learn it. After you learn it, you will build a chatting system and optimize the monetization. The people will come from your traffic source to the OnlyFans site, and there your chatter will sit there and talk to the lonely guys. First of all, I think at the start you will chat. After that you will get a chatter. And then later, if it works, if you made your first couple thousand, you will hire a whole team and automate the agency. And then if it works, you can automate the whole onboarding process and all the other stuff and scale your agency with even more models and grow and grow. But first, let's talk about how to find your first model, because I don't know, I get so much questions. A lot of you have such a problem finding your first model. Most of the time it's the easy task, finding the first model. I mean, finding models is normally not hard if you had your first model. I mean, yeah, if you never had one, it's hard. But if you got one, it's get easier and easier because you are already a little bit experienced and know how to talk to them. My favorite way to find models is Instagram ads. Make an agency page, make an ad, yeah, looking for OnlyFans models, we offer this much money per month. Check out my full recruiting video. I have one 1-hour recruiting video there, talk in detail about recruiting and Instagram ads and all the other stuff. I make it short here on this file. Other options, dating apps, get Tinder Platinum, go to fucking Romania, South America, Ukraine, talk to girls, tell them to do OnlyFans. It works. Get a nice profile and then you can also get girls like this. But it's not very effective. Cold DMs, you just DM a bunch of girls on Instagram with your agency or personal page. Or in real life, you go out where OnlyFans girls hang around. Clubs, pole dance lessons. One girl invited me to a pole dance lesson. After that, I signed 3 OnlyFans girls after that lesson. Go to places where OnlyFans girls hang out. Expensive gyms. I currently pay for my gym membership like 120, 130 euros, something around that. And in this gym, there are a lot of OnlyFans girls because they are looking for rich guys or something. Go out to places where OnlyFans girls hang around. Or ask your girlfriends if they want to do OnlyFans, or ask their girlfriends if they want to do OnlyFans. Or go to Dubai yacht parties. This New Year was in Dubai and we waited for New Year on a yacht. And on the yacht there were a lot of OnlyFans girls. So also there's place to find OnlyFans models. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about how to get OnlyFans models because I already have a whole video which is 1 hour long where I go deep into details how to get OnlyFans girls. I mean, let's make it quick, just talk about the biggest red flags when you're working with OnlyFans models. Let's say you signed a model, but if she does one of these things, you will have to kick her out. I mean, okay, if it's your first model, you have to learn stuff, you won't kick her out, you will just try to learn on her, but you can take her serious if she does one of the stuff. For example, if she sends content inconsistent. I mean, for example, you tell her to do this much content, you tell her, I need every week 100 pieces of this content. The first week she delivers, the second week you get 50 pieces of content, the next week you get 20, then you get 50, then maybe 100 again, but it's just inconsistent and that means she doesn't take the work serious, so it doesn't make sense to cooperate on long term with this model. Also, most of them expect quick money. They think they start an OnlyFans and next week they're gonna get rich. That's basically wrong. I mean, it's possible if she's an influencer or something, or has some other specialty, like she's a promi or some other shit. But most of the time, it's a long process to build a successful OnlyFans page. I mean, yeah, it's possible to live out of it in the first couple months, like making a couple thousands, but you won't make 10 or 20k overnight. There are a lot of girls who done it, but most of them are already present in some way, like they're influencers, they're promi, or they have some special things like a third breast or shit like that. Also, when you find out, I had this problem. I worked with my first model for 2 months, and then I found out she was secretly working with another agency because she said I haven't told her at the start that she's not allowed to work with other agencies. I mean, basically, she was right. I haven't told it her. I wasn't thinking about it. And most of the time, they will leave you if the first problems came. So if a girl is secretly working with another agency, I won't work with her because it does mean you can't really trust her. I mean, you can work with her, but you can't just take her so serious because she is not telling you the whole truth. If you know from the start that she's working with another agency and you do have a problem with it and you think you can steal her in the future, I mean, yeah, do it, you can do it. But just think that if she gets a better offer, she will leave you instantly. Also simple, if she doesn't follow your instructions, if you tell her to make content in the blue lingerie but she does it in the red one, and you tell her to get a Pokemon cosplay but she gets like a Digimon cosplay, shit like that. If she just don't care on your opinions and don't care about it, you can't work with her because she doesn't cooperate with you. But also girls, a lot of OnlyFans girls have a lot of drama and problems in their life and they work not professional because they don't know it. They tell you, yeah, they have problems with their partner, with their family, and they make it very hard for you to work with them. I mean, it's normal, it's life. If it's for some days or weeks, it's okay, but if the problems are consistently in the drama, you can't work with her because how do you want to get her successful if she has so much problems which doesn't allow her to make her work right? Also, if she doesn't want to build a social media presence, I think it doesn't make sense to work with her. Or if she don't want to build a social media presence, it doesn't make any sense to work with her. I mean, what else? How should we get traffic? I mean, yeah, we can go on Tinder, make some Tinder accounts and bring you traffic, but how much longevity does it have? I mean, short term, yeah, you can make money, but the long term money in OnlyFans is always with social media. So it's simple. If she doesn't want to get into social media, it doesn't make any sense. Now you know the red flags of the model. But how do you onboard them? I make it short, like I said, I have a full video about recruiting, check it out. In short, you just get the traffic, you get her from Instagram ad, from the ad, wherever. Then you chat with her on, let's say on Instagram or Telegram. There you will make an ebook with all of the information about your agency. Every question she can have, you will answer in this ebook, and you will give all the information about you and your agency and tell you how you will get traffic and everything. Every question should be answered there. After you send it the ebook and she's still interested, you will send her a questionnaire with a lot of questions. For example, where she is from, how old she is, what form does she have, how much time per day she has, stuff like that. Just every information which is interesting for you if you want to sign her. After the questionnaire, you will make a video call with her or talk with her per text, ask her questions and get her to know better. Or you can skip it and just send her training videos. For example, you can make tutorials how to make good content, how to produce YouTube videos right, how to produce TikTok videos right, and that will make you look very professional if you are small, and girls will really appreciate it. After that, we run a 1-week beta test. We give her instructions what to do, what content to produce, and there we look, does she produce the amount of content we really need from her? Does she follow our instructions? If we tell her, produce content in this outfit, will she do it? And in the first week you normally see if the model fits your agency or not, because if she doesn't give you the right amount of content or doesn't do what you tell her to do, then she's not the right fit and you just don't work with her. I mean, at the start you just work with whoever you can because you have to train yourself, but I'm telling you, if you're more serious. If she does in the first week whatever you want, then we make a contract and officially sign her and scale her up after that, if she does what we tell her to do in the beta week. Also, how many models do you need for your agency? I will start out with only one model, optimize your system. I would master 1 or maximum 2 traffic sources with her, learn it, how to do it, and then training your chatting skills and hiring a chatter after that. Because first of all, you need to know how to chat by yourself. If you want to hire a chatter and the chatter doesn't know how to chat and you don't know what's happening, then you will fail, because if both of you doesn't know what's happening, then you will just fail. It's simple. So I would first learn how to chat by myself with all the lonely men and try to understand them. Why are they doing it? Why are they spending money? What they want to hear? And after that, you can build a chatting system with you and telling your chatters what to do. After you got your system, you got traffic, you know how to chat, your chatters know how to chat, I would scale to 1 to 3 models and then optimize the system. If your agency is making a couple thousand per month, then you can think about, do you want to scale high or bright? Do you want a lot of models or do you want less models but a lot of quality models? Normally, if you are talking about scaling bright, we talk about 5 to 50 models. We want a lot of models. Not everyone should be successful, but we want a lot of models who bring in the revenue. Your revenue will be very high in the agency and you will have to process and automate a lot of stuff. You have to automate it. You can't manage that much model by yourself. So you have to build systems. The big benefit there is that if you lose a model, it doesn't really matter, because if you lose 1 of 30 models, you shouldn't lose much of your revenue. But the other thing is you have to manage a lot and you have a lot of chaos. You have to build a very good structure to fulfill it. You will need a very good recruiting system, because it's not easy to get 50 models on your agency, signing and entertain them and make them feel special. So you have to have a very good recruiting system. The other option is to scale high, what I prefer. Why do I prefer it? Because you have way less stress and way more control over your agency. You have a better connection to your models because you know them more personally. I mean, it's a difference if you have 3 models or 30 models. You also have higher margins if you scale high, because most of your models will make good money, bigger money than a lot of models, because you can focus on them, try them to become big names in the industry. There your profit margins are way higher than if you scale bright, because you have to spend way more on your workers. You need more VAs, more people who work on your agency to manage everything. And if the system fails at one place, you get a lot of chaos and have to build it up. Here you have less problems because you have less models, you need less workers, and the systems are easier. But you need stronger marketing and sales skills, because you gotta sell. You can't rely that 1 of your 20 models will just blow up. Every model has to blow up. Therefore, you need strong marketing and sales skills to sell them up in chat or get viral on TikTok or Instagram. Also, it's a high risk if 1 model leaves you. If 1 of your 30 models leaves you, it doesn't matter. You get a new one and your revenue isn't that. If you have 3 models and 1 models make a third of your revenue, you lost a third of your revenue. So you run a higher risk and you're more dependent on the models. So be good to them. I still prefer the scale high strategy because it's just less headaches and I like to have a good connection with my models. How to keep your models? How to make models not leave you so you don't have to recruit new ones or lose a third of your revenue. First of all, and the most important one, deliver results. If you don't deliver results, it doesn't matter how nice you are to them, they will leave you, because what should they do? They can't live out of your friendship. They have to pay their bills, and if they can't pay their bills, they have to leave you. They are forced to leave you. A little bonus is if you build a relationship with them. If you are friends with your models, they are less likely to leave you, even if you make not the 10 or 20k or 30k, because they like you and they think you are better to them than most agencies. There you can perform a little bit less and they still won't leave you, but it doesn't save you. All of these reasons won't save you if you don't bring results. It doesn't matter what is, you have to bring in the results. It also helps if you feel them valued. They have to see that you really care about them. Ask them, how was your day? How was it recording that content? How have you felt? What do you think about it? Ask them about their opinion. Show them that you care. They are not just an object to you. They're not just a money printing machine. They are a real person. You care about their feelings and you care what they think about the content. Give them this feeling and they will value it a lot, be even more motivated to work harder. And also be transparent about what you do. Tell them your strategies so they understand what you do and that you are really doing something, that you really know what you do. And also give them feedback on their content. If they make content, yeah, your ass looks good in this, make more pictures of that, and in this picture, yeah, the lighting is bad, get better lighting, get a ring light, or just show them that you are really looking at their content, optimizing it, and that you know what you are doing and that you are really helping them. They will really feel it. And also you can make loyalty bonuses. For example, if they stay with your agency over a month, they get a cash bonus, or if they join your agency, you pay for their gym, you pay for spas or massage stuff, or you pay for English lessons. For some of my Ukrainian models, I paid English lessons so I can make better TikToks and Instagram reels. Just offer them bonuses and give them a future. Think about what workers have for benefits if they work in a good company. Maybe they get a car, maybe they pay their gym membership, maybe you give them some gifts and stuff like that, which can boost loyalty of a model. Or girls who make their first 1k get a little gift, like you pay their gym, and if they make 5k, you pay for their lessons. Or if they make 10k per month, you are flying them out to your country, to the agency, or send them to Thailand for a week, or to Dubai, or wherever. Just think about little bonuses, and that will motivate them even more, and they will make more money for you and won't leave you, because they think, if I leave them now, I will lose this bonus. Can catch the models very, very hard. What are the best traffic methods for you and your model? Every traffic method is possible, but I would say pick one or master it. Which one I will pick? I won't pick a black hat method if I would start out again. When I started out with Tinder. I was very deep in it. I make very good money with it. If I would start now, I will focus 100% on traffic methods which don't have a high ban rate. For example, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, or Pornhub. Just traffic methods where you don't get banned all the time, and because if you get banned, it's very frustrating and you will leave the business very fast. And also, if you get banned, you lose most of the time a big part of your traffic, and then the income goes down, and if the income goes down, the model has to leave you and you have to start again from zero. Not from zero because you learned something, but from zero because you have to get a new model and do all the stuff again. Let's talk about how to monetize OnlyFans account. There are a lot of different ways. The three main ways to monetize an OnlyFans account are: first of all, the most known one, subscriptions. If you don't have a free OnlyFans account, you have a monthly fee so people can talk to you and see what is on your feed. That should make about 20% of your OnlyFans income. Not all revenue, just the OnlyFans income. 80% of your OnlyFans income should come from pay-per-views. There you just sell picture and videos over chat. Try to build a chatting system, write some scripts. So most of our scripts just look like the model is just recording the content at the moment for the fan. So build with chatting scripts and then sell content over chat. Then we have tips and donations. For example, you girl wanna get a Pikachu cosplay. You don't wanna pay for it by yourself. You tell the Sims the Pikachu cosplay costs 100 euros and you gotta donate it, then I will buy it. Please help me, who sees it gets special pictures. You say you need $100 for the cosplay, but the cosplay costs $25. So people donate to you and give you free money. And then you just send them the pics a little bit earlier. You just tell them that you send it earlier, but normally you send it all by the same time. Or just tell them they get special Pikachu pictures if they donate. Then then you sell it just like to everyone else. They just don't know it. Or you just can say, yeah, I want to move from Ukraine to the US, donate me money, or I want to buy a new camera so I can make better pictures, or oh, my phone is broken, can donate so I can buy a new phone so I can make better content. Stuff like that. Very simple. Or sometimes people just tip out of their good heart because they are good people and they just want to give you money. That happens a lot. Or they tip you because they want custom content requests. I mean, custom content you can sell if they tip, or you just can sell it as a PPV. Normally people just say, yeah, here's money, I want a video where you do it to yourself in the Pikachu cosplay. Or sometimes, sometimes they have very special offers, like step on a banana, or get your vacuum cleaner and vacuum a jacket. One guy paid for a video like this, I think it was a 6-minute video, he paid like 300 euros or something for a 6-minute vacuum cleaner video. The girl doesn't even have to be naked. It was very funny. There are a lot of weird content requests. For example, yeah, a girl has to oil up and shit like that. There you will find a lot of weird stuff, but this shit makes money. And also there are a lot of other advanced monetization strategies, which are very lucrative. I mean, for example, you have model jobs, affiliate shit, you can sell products, you can make your own products, you can make merch. What my favorite monetization strategy is selling panties and one stuff, used toys. This is building a connection to the subscriber if they get it, and this shit sells very, very high. You can make a lot of money out of it because literally nobody sells it. We sell panties from $200 to $500 now, and this shit sells. We don't even sell the panties from the model, we just sell another model, get the same panties, and if the customer is in the US and the model is from Ukraine, we just send the panties from the US to the US, and the people still think they get it from the real model and believe it. It's very funny, but it's very fucking lucrative. Sell used toys and one stuff. You can also sell your one cosplays. The Sims paid for a cosplay, you bought the cosplay, and then you sell the cosplay, which the Sims paid back to them because you wore it and made content with it. It's very, very funny. Let's talk about managing and scaling. We want to run a big agency and we don't want to do everything by ourselves. We want to earn more money, so we gotta scale, we gotta get virtual assistants. First of all, invest in the project management software. I mean, you can use Asana or Airtable, other software. It doesn't really matter. I just say invest in one. It will organize everything way better. There you can tell everybody what to do and give different roles, stuff like that. Also, invest in virtual assistants. You will need workers. You can't do everything by yourself. You don't have a job. You're not a freelancer. You have a company, an agency, and there people are working for you. If you want to become successful, scale as much as possible, because it doesn't matter how productive you are. 5 people who are not productive are always more productive than you are as one person. Try to get VAs, virtual assistants, workers to your company as fast as possible. The faster you get them, the more successful you get. Get people from third world countries like the Philippines, get from Eastern Europe. I have some from Ukraine, some guys working for me. Get them from there because you can pay them less. You can pay them $2 to $5, $6, $7, $8 an hour and they will be very happy. Most Philippines are happy with $2 to $3. It's enough for them. And bro, you can scale so fast, you will grow so fast if you have five people working on you, one girl, and you know what you do. So scale it down, work on it, and double down on what works. If you see one strategy works, this special Reddit strategy works for you, get all your VAs, all your money in this mode and make it in this strategy. If you see your TikTok works with the pink leggings, then make more TikToks with the pink leggings. If something works, do more of it. That's so fucking important. A lot of people miss on it out. How is an agency structured? There are a lot of ways how an agency can be structured. This is just an example how it can be. I mean, you have your main manager there, the main guy, he's talking to the girls. Then you have a traffic manager, and his job is to get as much traffic as possible to your OnlyFans page. As much people as possible are going to your OnlyFans page from other sites, TikTok, Reddit, whatever. Then the traffic manager tells the Reddit guy, the guys who post all day on Reddit, what he needs to do. The Reddit guy says, yeah, I need this kind of content for Reddit today. Then he tells the traffic manager, then the traffic manager talks with the Instagram guys, I need this type of content to get good results and post on Instagram. Then the traffic manager tells the manager what all the other guys needs, and the manager tell the models what kind of content they have to produce. And the traffic manager just has to take care of everything, that everything works. You can scale it even more down, that your Reddit guy is not just a Reddit guy who posts on Reddit, because you have five people who are posting on Reddit. Then you have there's not a Reddit guy, there's a Reddit manager who's managing 5 people who have to bring in the traffic from Reddit. And also like that it works from chatting. You have a chatting manager, he's overviewing all the chatters and look over their performance, that everything is working, that everything is alright, that they perform good, that they chat right, that they make money, that they bring everything in what you need. The chatter are talking to the Sims and milking them, getting his cash in our pockets. And for example, the Simp wanna offer custom content. He needs a Pikachu cosplay where she vacuum cleans a jacket. From there, the chatter tells the chatting manager what they need. The other chatter tells them what they need, and they tell it to the manager. The manager tells the model what kind of content to produce. This is an example how an agency can be structured. There are a lot of different variations. You can get an extra Instagram manager who manages 5 workers from Instagram. However, it's just a very simplified idea. You can also manage it completely different. For example, you don't have a main manager, you just have a Reddit manager and the Instagram manager, and they just talk back to you or whatever. You don't really need a chatting manager. You can also just have 2 chatters or 3 or 4, but it's just way easier to train a good chatter to a manager, and he will improve all the other people and train them and automate your agency way more. I think one of the most important things in this business is automation. Like I said, getting attention and automate everything, the processes. That will make you successful. Why do most agencies fail in the first month? First of all, it's normal. Your first 3 models most likely will fail. They won't make any significant money and they will leave you. It's normal. My first model made very good money, but after months we crashed out and we lost it. Let's say it so. Our first month are pretty good, we could live very good out of it. She was very successful, we made very good money, but one day everything broke down because of private problems of her. But it's normal, you will get new models, you get the experience. It's very likely that most of your first models will fail because you have no clue what you do, but you will learn out of it and get better and better. Not just for this business, but also for other businesses, you will get experience. What I would advise not to fail is not to focus as much as a start on black hat methods. Black hat methods, for example, methods which are against of the terms of services of apps or companies. For example, you're not allowed on Tinder to promote other sites. For example, you're not allowed to promote OnlyFans. If you do it, you get banned. Tinder is very lucrative if you can do it. My first traffic method I thought was Tinder, very lucrative, but it's very hard. You get a lot of bans and shit like that. It's depressing if you make a lot of accounts and you get banned. It's just very frustrating. There you have a high risk that long term it won't work out because most of the black hat methods are working short term. There is a bug in the Tinder app. You are exploiting it short term. You make a lot of money because you know how to create profiles which last longer than one day, even 1 hour, and you get good traffic to your OnlyFans from it. Yeah, very nice. You make good money out of it short term, but one day this bug will be patched and then you lost all your strategies. So what I will do, I will stick to more organic strategies or strategies which are always growing. Strategies where you don't get banned and just don't lose all your progress, where your progress is just building up. Like for example, Instagram, YouTube, Pornhub, organic stuff where your agency is just growing. It's not that likely that you get banned and lose all of your progress. Also, a big problem of most of you start out, you are excited, you see Reddit there, Tinder there, Twitter there, TikTok there, Instagram, all that shit, and you're doing all the shit at the same time. Also was one of my mistakes. And then you can do a lot of traffic methods, but none of them really works. Or bring them you a little bit of traffic, but none of them is really like bam, it hits you all the time with fans. It's like it's just a little bit from there, a little bit from there, a little bit from there. But then you just get also a little bit results, and that's just it. So focus on 1, maximum 2 traffic methods, master them and sell it up, make the money with it. Try to become the best. A lot of you also have no patience. You do 20 girls, 1 replies, no model signed, you give up. That's wrong. 10,000 girls, then you get maybe a chance. The money, it's not like you will make 10k from the first month and shit like that. It takes time, it takes a lot of time to build a successful agency. So be patient. If you expect too much, you will quit. You have to do it. It will be very hard. You won't make much money at the start. It's very likely. You can make it, but it's very likely that it will take a lot of times and you will fail a lot more than you think. I never thought that I will fail that much like I did. But one day you will succeed if you're lucky. And never quit it. Don't quit, be patient and build a process and system. If you see something works, build a system out of it and document it. Think about it. If you have success, sit there and think, why do I have success? Identify the wins. Think, why do I win? Why did this guy pay me $500 for a night just chatting? I haven't sent him even nudes. This shit happens. Think about it. Why did it? And then, if you see what works, implement it in the system and then you make even more money. One of the most problems I see are too many models. Some of you have problems getting models to your agency, some have the problem that you get too much applications. And then if you get too many models at the start, it can overwhelm you because you are not that competent, you don't have a system in place. And then you are focusing on 5 different models and you don't really can do anything of value, so you just will lose all 5 models. So only scale up to many models if you have a good system in place. That's it, that's everything you need to know to start an OnlyFans agency in 2025. I haven't talked much in detail about traffic because I have a lot of traffic videos, check them out. If you're still interested about recruiting, I have a full video which is 1 hour long where I talk about recruiting. Check the links in the description. Thank you for watching and bye.